All right, so in this explainer, we're diving into a really fundamental problem in healthcare. How do you take a mountain of clinical documents and turn it into a decision you can actually stand behind? We're going to look at a new way to do just that, building trust through total traceability.
This is the question, right? It's what every clinician has to ask. When some AI gives you a patient summary, is it actually saving you time? Or is it just a black box that's hiding new risks? I mean, how can you possibly trust what it says without going back and rereading everything yourself?
And this really lays it all out, doesn't it? You've got two paths. The old way, where you're stuck with manual rereading and trusting these black box AIs, which, always comes with hidden risks. And then there's the Othisis way, which is built on traceable evidence and full transparency, putting you, the clinician, right back in the driver's seat. It's a huge shift. So first, let's really dig into the problem as it is today, what we're calling the clinical black box. This is the reality for so many care teams. You're literally drowning in data, trying to find those critical facts you need to make the right call. I mean, think about it. Every single day, clinics just get buried under this stuff. We're talking about a never-ending flood of PDFs, faxes, and those standard patient records like CDA and C-CDA files. The most important clinical facts are hidden somewhere in there, and finding them is just a massive time sink. Now you might be thinking, well, isn't AI supposed to fix this? And that's the thing. Most AI summaries work like a black box. They give you an answer, but they don't show you how they got it. And without that direct link back to the source, what happens? You're forced to go back and reread the original document anyway. It's this frustrating cycle that wastes time and actually adds more risk. Okay, so that brings us to the solution, building trust through traceability. Now we're going to see how we can make AI truly explainable and turn it from a risky black box into a tool you can actually count on. So what are we really talking about when we say explainable AI? It's actually pretty simple. It's AI that shows its work. Every single point in a summary is tied directly back to the evidence in the original document that you can check yourself. The bottom line, no more black boxes. Period. So how does this actually look in practice? Well, the system analyzes all the data and gives every piece of information a confidence score. When you see a high score, like 95%, that's a green light. It's the system saying, I'm very confident about this, it's ready for immediate clinical use. But here's where it gets really powerful. What happens when the AI isn't so sure? A lower score, maybe 65%. That's like a flag. The AI is telling you, hey, you should probably take a quick look at this one. And instead of you having to hunt for it, you just click, and boom, you're taken to the exact line in the source document to verify it instantly. And this is the key. It puts you, the clinician, firmly in control. For every single piece of information, you have three clear choices. You can use the evidence, you can quickly verify the source, or you can just skip that claim entirely. The final call is always yours. Okay, so that sounds great in theory, but what does the actual workflow look like? Let's walk through it, from just a pile of raw documents all the way to a verified clinical insight. The whole process is designed to be super straightforward. First, you just ingest your documents, all your existing PDFs and CDA files. Then, the system gets to work, analyzing everything and assigning those crucial confidence scores. Next, it's your turn to review the summary, where you can click on anything to trace it back. And finally, you export a clean, human-readable summary that has trace markers built right in, perfect for charting and audits. All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty for a second. The system takes in PDFs and those standard CDA or C-CDA files. What it produces is an internal, structured view of that data with full traceability for everything. And what you get on the other end are these really clear, clinician-friendly summary PDFs. Now, one really important thing to keep in mind. Othisis doesn't currently export C-CDA files. The output is all about human review and charting. So what does this all add up to? What's the real impact on your team? This is the payoff. We're talking about going from hours of work down to just minutes, but with more certainty than ever before. I mean, listen to this. This is the bottom line. Teams using this approach see their chart prep time drop from 30 minutes, or even more, per patient, down to just a few minutes. And the crucial part is, this speed doesn't come at the cost of accuracy. It comes with higher certainty. And those benefits just ripple out across the whole team. Your efficiency skyrockets because you're not digging for information anymore. Clarity gets a huge boost thanks to a summary view that's actually designed to speed up charting. And for compliance, You get this perfect trace map, a rock-solid audit trail that makes every single statement completely defensible.
And of course, we have to talk about security because none of this works without it. So it's absolutely critical to know that the platform is fully HIPAA compliant. All patient health information is protected with serious security, both when it's just sitting there and when it's being transmitted.
So let's just zoom out for a second. What we're really talking about here isn't just another tool. It's about setting a whole new standard for AI in healthcare. It's about demanding proof, not just accepting promises. And really, it all comes down to this one idea. The new standard for clinical AI can't just be about summarizing. The standard has to be AI that proves its work, with traceability, with confidence scoring, and with you, the clinician, always in control. So we'll leave you with this question to think about. When it comes to your current workflow, if someone ever challenged a piece of data in a patient's chart, how fast could you prove where it came from? Is your patient data truly defensible?